Recently, I made a video where I stated that I somehow beat the so-called 2-week Minecraft phase habit, where basically instead of making a brand new world for the new Minecraft phase, I decided to go back to this Minecraft Let's Play world. And in the last episode we did a few different tasks. Firstly, we made this little secret exit bunker in the castle, building this really cool little cove right here under the castle where we have a little emergency exit. And although we built some new stuff and, kind of re-familiarized ourselves with the world, we also had a major incident. The first horse of the world, Blizzard, sadly passed away by falling into a ravine. But today, lads, we have a few different things I want to do. And the first thing we're going to do, everyone, is go over here and see Radiant Allison, who commented that we should actually build a statue commemorating Blizzard. So that's also one of the tasks I want to do today. Also want to say that we added Mankey624, who is a member of the channel and is now added to the members tree. So thank you so much for the support. Another thing we're going to be doing, everyone, is also working on our mine entrance, because this is absolutely terrible. So we also want to do that, and I want to go ahead, everyone, and build ourselves a new furnace room, because at the moment we kind of just have a bunch of furnaces like roaming around. So I want to build myself a brand new furnace room that will come out right here. Now, first things first, everyone, I want to go ahead and actually work on building this mine entrance. And I think what I want to do is, first of all, just completely break down this wall. Along with this, we also need to actually make ourselves a second staircase going down. Okay, everyone, so as you guys can see right here, we've made ourselves the second little tunnel. Now, what we want to do, everyone, we've got some new stuff for decoration. Question is, how do I want to approach this? Now, I kind of want to go for a little broken down sort of look, but I also want to use some different woods and whatnot, just to kind of make it look really, really cool. So we're going to have to experiment just a tiny bit for this. Now, I definitely want to go ahead, everyone, and put in some little bits of mossy cobblestone and whatnot. And we only have like a little bit of this stuff left because of from the spawner. So I want to try to make it worth, because this mossy cobblestone is pretty rare to find. So like I said, if you're new to the series, you don't know, this world was actually made on the original Legacy Console Edition of Minecraft. And it was actually in the version where you couldn't even make mossy cobblestone. The only way you could actually get it is just by finding it. Alright, so there we go at the base. Now what I want to go ahead and do, everyone, is start adding in some little bits of like wood, kind of like in a broken little mine shaft sort of thing. That's the sort of stuff that I want to try to go for. So if I just sound like, I don't know, adding some like little bits of things like this going across, some like little broken tattered bits, fence posts and stuff, just kind of making it look like it's really trying to be held up by like nothing, if that makes sense. It's kind of just trying to make it look a bit messy, which I think we have achieved pretty well, hopefully. Yeah, I think I definitely like that more than it was before. Now though, what I want to do, everyone, is go ahead and actually make ourselves something else. You might be noticing that I've made this one a bit higher, and why would I even make a second tunnel in the first place? Well, lads, it can't be a mine shaft without a minecart rail. So that is what we're going to do. We've got tons of iron and stuff over here. Jesus Christ, that Enderman scared me. So if we go ahead, everyone, and start putting this little wraparound rail like this, because otherwise it wouldn't actually work if we didn't have the wraparound rail, so that works perfectly with the little pillar. Then we keep going like this, and we do also have to figure out how we're going to power these. Oh, I definitely like it though with less lighting, because I keep forgetting, everyone, because obviously we're in the new version, we don't need as much torches anymore, so this lighting is actually a lot better. I kind of like this darker sort of theme, and I want to try to make sure that I have enough power for these to actually, like, go a fair distance. And then we'll just have this wrap around to here. Now, lads, for this part down here, I'm not actually going to decorate this episode. This will probably be a future project, but right now I think it should be fine because you don't really ever really see it. And there we go. Okay, sweet. So there we go. We got ourselves a nice little minecart rail. So if I go ahead, everyone, surely this will work. Hopefully. Okay. Oh, okay, it's a bit slow in some areas. That's so... Oh, minecart rails are so bad in this version. Oh my god. Alright, I've tried using up all my powered rails I have. It looks pretty bad with the redstone torches, but at some point I'll maybe fix that in the future. Hopefully this will let us get up. But let me tell you, everyone, I love minecarts in Minecraft. I just really wish that they were a bit better. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that is a lot better. That is so much better than it was before. Thank you. It looks so cool as well. That is so much better looking than it was before. Now, what I want to do next, everyone, is actually go for a little bit of strip mining. And I do actually want to say, everyone, just while we're here, I want to say thank you all so much for the support on last episode, because you guys absolutely smashed it apart. I think that's the most viewed episode now at 2.3k views, which is absolutely crazy. So I want to say thank you all, lads, so much for that. To be honest, I was actually really scared to come back to this series after, not playing on it for so long. So I'm really happy you guys are enjoying it. Oh, okay, lads, I know we're trying to get cobblestone, but I have just found myself a little mine shaft, which is very good. Alright, everyone, I would say that was a pretty good haul. Got 28 diamonds from that and a bunch of stone and other stuff. Now, everybody, I think it is also time to go ahead and finally make ourselves a new diamond sword, as this one, I think, is on its last legs. So let's hang up this little buddy for good. And now we have ourselves a new diamond sword. Now that already, what I want to do is quickly go ahead and build ourselves Blizzard's statue of commemoration. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try, I actually have no idea how I'm going to do this. I don't even, like, I actually legitimately have no idea. But we're going to make something up and hopefully it turns into something cool. And I think the perfect place to build this statue, everyone, is, I think, honestly, over the top of his grave, or maybe right next to his grave. I think we're going to do it like right here. But we will have to cut down this really cool tree. Alright, I think everyone was going to make the base just out of cobblestone, just like this. Like I said, I have no idea how big I want this to be. I don't want it to be like absolutely massive. It's just going to be like a small little statue of a horse. That I honestly have no idea how I'm even going to shape. Alright, so my idea for this, everyone, is I want it to make it look like he's kind of like kicking up on his hind legs. Or what are they called, like bucking? I forget, I don't know horse terminology. So I want to try to make it look like he's kind of doing that. And then I kind of make like a little body kind of out of that. Oh, this is so difficult. I actually have no idea what I'm doing. Horses have tails, right? I'm just going to add like a little tail that goes down here. Alright, everybody, I think... Oh my god! Oh! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I think you guys saw it. There it is, the beautiful horse in all its glory. It looks a bit stupid, but with what I had, I think it turned pretty good. I almost just died because of this bloody statue. Oh my god, lads, that was dangerous. I accidentally looked at an Enderman while in third person. But yeah, here is the statue of Blizzard. It's probably not the best thing you've ever seen, but I think it looks pretty cool. I feel like that looks like a horse. I'd say that's a horse. Kind of looks like a horse, maybe a bit like maybe a horse, I don't know. But yeah, there we go, everyone. So yeah, make sure to leave your thoughts on that build right there. That looks really cool. So thank you, Radiant Allison, for the suggestion. I think it's really, really cool. Now that everybody, it is finally time to start working on the actual new furnace room. Alright, now everybody, I have absolutely no clue how I want to do this. I kind of want to just make it so it comes out into a little room that we have over here. Now, question is, how am I going to connect this to the house? Because I kind of want to make it so that it's just an extension of the actual house itself. Because as a lot of you guys may know, I love expanding my homes rather than just building new buildings. I love just making my home just absolutely massive. And that is what I'm going to attempt to be doing here. Now, like I said, I have no idea if this is even going to look any good whatsoever. But I'm going to try. I need to go to bed because that's going to set my house on fire. Actually, wait, hold on, I need to chuckle this in here because I just realized, everyone, I need to do a little voyage over to the desert because there are some blocks there that I require. So, with that said, let's get one of the horses and let's go. Well, not the horses, we need cargo. Cargo, mate, where are you? Mate, we have a voyage ahead of us. Excuse me? What in the hell have I just come across? Lads, I just found a campsite. What the heck? When did I... See, everyone, this is why, lads. This is why it is awesome to build little things around your world. Because in the future, you might completely forget about them and come across them just randomly. That is so cool. What? That is actually awesome, lads. That's what I want to keep doing in this world. Just build little things across the world that I can just rediscover randomly. That's awesome. Alright, we're in the temporary snow biome. And here we are, lads. Welcome to the desert. Now, I don't want to destroy any of the cool part of the desert, so I need to try to find a little pocket that won't really be affected by me breaking stuff. Because we got, yeah, I think I'll go over maybe in this corner over here. Because we got like some really cool stuff like the well, the village in there, so I don't want to break any of that. Yeah, I think this is a good spot already. Because what I need, lads, is sandstone and also sand for some windows. Alright, that should be enough sand and sandstone that I need for this build. You know, everyone, I've got to figure out what I'm even going to call this episode. Because we've done quite a few different things. And we haven't even started the actual furnace room yet. So this is going to be very interesting. Alright, so we got ourselves a few different blocks that I want to try to use. Now, I'm trying to think what will actually work and what won't. So I think what we're going to do is try to kind of make it to the platform of this actual thing. It goes up. So I think I'm going to try to make a staircase that goes up right here. And this is going to go all the way across. And then we're going to have a little like circular thing of sandstone right here that goes out to this part out here. And this is roughly going to be the size of this furnace room. And then what I want to do, everyone, for the flooring, I want to kind of do something a bit weird. I'm going to be using, everyone, some crafting tables. You get these crafting tables and glass. Now, I know what you're thinking, what the hell are you talking about? Well, I want to do, everyone, a little like kind of almost like grid pattern sort of thing. Is that going to work with glass? Oh, no, it's just not going to work with glass. Don't worry. We're going to have to scrap the craft table idea. Yeah, I think what we're going to have to do, everyone, is going to do something like little strips. I think that's what we're going to have to do. All right, lads, there we go. Now what I want to do is go ahead and start putting in some of the side parts like here and stuff like that. Because the hardest part about making house expansions, everyone, is actually making it fit in with the rest of the house. And you know what, lads? We could actually even put in the whole crafting table idea in this part here. Yeah, I think that's looking pretty cool. That's looking, I think, alright. Alright, lads, and then what we're going to do, we're going to go up with some sandstone like this. Alright, and then, lads, what we're going to do is go ahead and try to put in some walls just like this. So, obviously, it's like kind of a forgery, so it's going to have a bit of cobblestone sort of base a lot with some bits of stone brick. Alright, then we add little stone pillars right here. This is going to be the dividers for the windows. And then we go ahead and put some of these windows in just like this. And obviously, everyone, we need to go ahead and make ourselves some areas for the furnaces. So, obviously, I think what we're going to do, everyone, is just do the casual, just like stack of furnaces here, just like this, and it's going to do a few of these dotted around. So whenever we're going to do any furnacing, or like when I say furnacing, what the hell is furnacing even mean? Okay, I may even put some in the middle. Like, I don't want to try to put some in the middle, but yeah, right, there we go. That actually works out really, really well. Now, I've also got some campfires around, but I'm not too sure where or if I'm even going to use them. I also probably need to add in, we'll probably get rid of this wall here and make a little doorway maybe that goes here. And now, that's what we're going to do. We're going to start working on the roof. Now, the roof is going to be very, very simple. It's just literally just going to be like a bunch of oak on it. So it's going to go around the rim just like this. It's going to go for like a really, really basic roof, kind of fitting the, you know, design of the rest of the house. We're kind of just going to be going up just like this. It's going to be like just a really like old style Minecraft roof. But yeah, I want to use blocks, everyone, for the roof, because you never really see anyone actually use full blocks for their roofs anymore. So I think it should be, well, I thought it would be a pretty cool little design choice, because obviously everyone using these is like stairs and stuff. You never really see anyone just use only blocks, which I think is really underused, because blocks, I feel like, for roofs are really, really cool. There's something that feels really whole about them, and I really like. And it makes it feel like the roof feel like it's almost like really sturdy, which I also really like. And you know what? To make it even look a bit different, I'm also going to be adding some little slots of windows every like second area. Alright, so there we go, we've got that. But now what I want to do is, because obviously it's a forgery, there's going to be like a lot of smoke and whatnot coming out of it, I want to go ahead, everyone, and add in some, obviously some support beams we need to add, but also I need to add in some chimneys, which I think should look really well. We also need to go ahead, everyone, and actually add in some doors for right here, because obviously I want to still be able to use my balcony. And I think, everyone, what I'm going to do here is actually also add this little like pillar thing coming from here, because I want this to look like a chimney sort of thing. That's kind of what I want to go for, like a little chimney sort of thing coming out. And then from here, everyone, we're going to be actually adding a few chimneys that actually stem in different points. So I think, obviously, the main one, we're going to have a big chimney coming out from here. Alright, everybody, so as you guys can see right here, we have done a few different changes, and mainly with the roof is that I made these tutorials, and I also changed out some of the roof parts to actually be out of cobblestone instead of, you know, that, because I didn't really think it made sense and didn't really look that cohesive. Except I do need to change this one block here. Now, then, what we're going to do down here is build ourselves some little support bits. Now, the support bits are going to be pretty small. Like, there's going to be really basic little stuff, just some little cobblestone just like this, and some cobblestone walls. Nothing too crazy, just a simple little support beams. And we'll add some little extra ones right around through here. And there we go, everyone. It's just a little minor expansion onto the house. You know, nothing too crazy. However, I am considering changing the sandstone pillars part to actually be logs, which I think I might quickly do right now. That definitely makes the house feel so much bigger. But everyone, I think there we go. That is the house expansion, I think, complete. So now we actually have a proper place around we can, like, you know, smelt anything that we want, which is really damn good. That is looking absolutely crazy. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. Yeah, make sure to comment down below on any, you know, cool build suggestions or any ideas or whatnot, and I'll be sure to add you to the garden. Thank you all so very much for watching. Hope you have a great bloody day. I've been your host, Sloth, and good bloody bye.